A day set aside for Thanksgiving is a uniquely American tradition. What the original Pilgrims began, the newest ones are helping to continue. And amid the diversity of peoples flocking to the United States, there is one group in particular which can make a special claim on us because of a shared experience. They are the Vietnamese. Tonight, Tom Brokaw visits these new pilgrims.
When the North took over the South in Vietnam, it was a brutal experience for many South Vietnamese.
I was always in a state of great fear to be put in prison in any day, at any time. Knock at the door, open the door, police, open the door, police. They check up my house many times a month. So I decided to escape.
Hundreds of thousands escaped. It was a desperate exodus, which for many ended with death at sea. More than 450,000, however, made it here to the United States, where they have been trying to stitch together their Vietnamese past and their American future. Ironically, many of the refugees from the Communist Revolution in Vietnam settled not too far from here. This is Concord, Massachusetts, the Old North Bridge, symbol of the American Revolution. And the Vietnamese who came here to Massachusetts, more than 9,000 of them altogether, were also seeking life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They're working hard. They're trying to adjust to their new life, but it's not been easy. There is a good deal that they miss about their home.
When I receive a letter from a friend or a relative from Vietnam, those letters always reminded me many familiar images of my homeland. For example, I miss the smell, a special smells of the ripening rice in the rice field. It's hard for us.
Tran is one of 38 members of an extended family now here from Vietnam, 3 generations. They're Catholics, and the church has been an active friend of this family, helping to find them jobs and homes. All of the adults are working, most of them in the booming computer industry in Massachusetts. Whatever their job, the Vietnamese have quickly earned reputations as reliable, industrious, ambitious workers, determined to get ahead. Take Tran. In Vietnam, he was a school teacher. Here he works as a counselor to other refugees by day. Nights, he studies electronics. Tran is a proud man. He'd rather be a teacher again, but he is willing to forego his own dreams to work for his children's future. But it's not easy for them either. His 21-year-old daughter, Phong, has been here 2 years, and she has not been able to replace the friends she left behind.
I don't have any friend to talk to. I just talk to my mother, my father. I feel sad, I feel lonely.
The younger sons and daughters, nieces and nephews in this extended family, however, are adjusting to their new American lives much more rapidly. Education is highly prized in the Vietnamese culture, and Vietnamese immigrant children have done astonishingly well in the short time they've been here. What's more, they teach American children something as well.
I know what it's like getting used to a new country. It's really scary because you don't know the language and you don't know what those new strange people are doing. When I first got to America from Vietnam, I just wanted to go back where I came from. My mother says we can't because soldiers are everywhere and they'll know we escaped from Vietnam and we're not supposed to.
A Sunday ritual for Tan's family. Dinner at his mother's apartment. The family is the center of life in Vietnam, and the tradition continues, even the separation of men and women at the tables. These are opportunities to trade information on jobs, schools, to share letters from Vietnam, and to talk about how they're adapting to the new American lifestyle. The grown-ups think that they'll return to Vietnam someday, if not to live, then at least to visit. But they seem to know their children will have another life now, more American, less Vietnamese. Besides, some have big American dreams for their kids.
I want my children can go to Harvard. I hope.
The American relationship with Vietnam has been so complicated, so tragic, so painful, we sometimes forget it has been that for many Vietnamese as well. But with every passing day, the young Vietnamese refugees are forming their own memories of their life and the history of their new land.
And that is our Thanksgiving. Tom Brokaw will be back tomorrow as we conclude our visits with the new pilgrims. I'm Garrick Utley. Good night for NBC News.